Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder, also abbreviated as ADHD. What is ADHD, you say? A neurobehavioral disorder that is characterized by a persistent pattern of inattention and or hyperactivity, impulsivity that interferes with functioning or development. In simpler terms, adults and children with ADHD may have difficulty paying attention, may be hyperactive or restless, and may act impulsively. ADHD affects the brain. ADHD laws and user. ADHD is categorized under other health impairments. It is categorized with diabetes, epilepsy, lead poisoning, leukemia, and Tourette syndrome. Characteristics. Here are some sample characteristics. Often has difficulty sustaining attention in task or play activities, is often easily distracted by outside stimuli, is often forgetful in daily activities, often has difficulty awaiting turn. ADHD has 3 types. Combined type has both A1 and A2 from the previous slide for the past 6 months. Predominantly inattentive type, which has A1 that is met in the past 6 months. And then there's predominantly hyperactive impulse type, which is criteria A2 is met for the past 6 months. Implications for classroom education. Inattention symptoms. Has difficulty following instructions. Doesn't seem to be listening when spoken to directly. Often fails to finish work in school, chores in the classroom. Hyperactive impulse symptoms. Has trouble staying in his seat. Runs and climbs where inappropriate. Has trouble playing quietly. Recommended teaching strategies. Work on the most difficult concepts early in the day. Give directions to one assignment at a time. Vary the pace of type of activity to maximize the student's attention. Structure the student's environment to accommodate his or her special needs. Recommended teaching strategy part 2. Decrease the length of assignment or lesson. Alternate physical and mental activities. Use films, tapes, flashcards, and small group work, or have a child call on others. Incorporate the children's interests in the lesson plan. Pay attention and listening games. Play attention and listening games. Recommended accommodations. Use a questioning strategy with the student. Ask, what do you need to be able to do this? Break up tasks into workable and attainable steps. Gain students' attention before giving directions. Accompany oral directions with written directions. Prioritize assignments and activities. Recommended accommodations part 2. Some examples are: arrange for the student to have a study buddy with a phone number in each subject. To provide an outline of important points from reading material. Teach outlining main idea, details, concepts. And use a pencil with a rubber grip. Recommended modifications. Some examples are: use an alternative book or material on the topic being studied. Film or video supplements in place of reading texts. Projects instead of written reports. Modified workload or length of assignments and tests. Recommended modifications part 2. Some modifications are: breaks between tasks, daily feedback to student, use de-escalating strategies, provide positive reinforcement, use a chart progress and maintain data. I end with these 2 quotes that I thought they were pretty accurate for ADHD. The children who need love the most will always ask for it in the unloving way, from Russell Barkley. My thoughts are like butterflies. They are beautiful, but they fly away, from Anonymous. Further thoughts. Here's my personal experience. My daughter Emma was diagnosed with ADHD PI in January of this year. She is on her 2nd medication, currently Concerta, since March, with good attention results. Previously tried Focalin. Emma has been very hyper for the last 4 to 5 weeks, not falling asleep until around midnight and excessively talking. What are some accommodation modifications for Emma? Do you think she needs a different medication or no medication?